These are the 7 movement patterns that kept our ancestors incredibly strong and capable as they aged. Scientists at Cambridge University just discovered something incredible about human strength, and it changes everything we thought we knew about aging. When they analyzed bones from 7,000-year-old hunter-gatherers, they found something shocking. These ancient humans had the same bone density and strength as modern orangutans. Think about that for a moment. Our ancestors were as physically powerful as one of nature's strongest primates. But here's the devastating part. Since we started farming and sitting more, the average person today has significantly lighter and weaker bones than our prehistoric ancestors. The researchers concluded that this isn't about genetics or evolution. It's about movement. Our ancestors loaded their bones through constant physical challenges that we've completely abandoned in modern life. But here's what gives me hope. The study proved there's nothing stopping someone alive today from rebuilding that ancestral strength. Your skeleton isn't different. It's just been starved of the movement patterns that built incredible power for millennia. And our ancestors have proven that building that strength does not need to be complicated. They showed that it was possible with nothing more than gravity, their own body weight, and simple natural movements. Movements that were critical to survive and thrive through harsh winters or dangerous hunts. Today, you'll learn the 7 movement patterns that gave our ancestors their orangutan-level strength, and how to safely rebuild that power even if you're over 50. You'll discover why these patterns work so well, how to perform them correctly, and most importantly, how to modify them for your current fitness level. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete strength-building system that requires no equipment and can be done anywhere. Humans have mostly moved on 2 feet as adults, but crawling and moving on all 4s have always been an important part of our development. In the past, our ancestors, like Australopithecus, moved on all 4s before walking fully upright. Even for modern humans, crawling is common in childhood, and sometimes used to move safely through rough terrain, like when traveling through thick bushes, exploring caves, or staying low for safety or stealth. The first movement I'm going to show you is the bear crawl. It is one of the best full-body exercises you can do. It works your shoulders, core, arms, and legs, all at the same time, while also improving your coordination and body awareness. For people over 50, it's especially helpful because it trains your body to move as a single connected unit instead of separate, isolated parts. Research shows that crawling patterns activate deep, stabilizing muscles that are often neglected in traditional gym exercises. This creates a strong foundation that protects your spine and improves posture, crucial for anyone spending hours at a desk. Here's how to do it correctly. Place your hands and feet flat on the ground. Your hands should be shoulder width apart and your feet hip width apart. Keep your knees slightly bent, hovering just above the ground, about 1 inch off the floor, with your back flat or neutral. The biggest mistake is lifting your hips too high, which turns this into a downward dog stretch rather than a strength exercise. Another error is moving too fast, which defeats the stability challenge. Keep your knees low and movements deliberate. If you have wrist issues, use push-up handles or do the movement on your forearms. Start with 10 to 15 seconds and gradually build to 30 to 60 seconds. If it's too challenging, keep your knees on the ground and focus on the alternating hand-foot pattern. Before our ancestors could climb trees to escape predators or gather food, they needed incredible pulling strength. Ancestors like Homo habilis and Homo erectus climbed trees regularly, building strong pulling muscles essential for survival. The horizontal pulling motion was essential for hauling themselves up cliffs, pulling heavy objects, and maintaining grip strength for tool use. This brings us to our second movement, Australian pull-ups. These are the perfect cure to our forward head, rounded shoulder posture epidemic. They strengthen your entire posterior chain, the muscles along your back that fight against gravity all day. For mature adults, this exercise is crucial for maintaining good posture and preventing the hunched appearance that comes with age. Unlike regular pull-ups, which many people can't perform, Australian pull-ups are completely scalable. They build the same muscle groups while allowing you to control the difficulty by adjusting your body angle. This is how you do it properly. First, find a low bar that is about chest height. If you don't have a low bar available, you can try using the bottom of a bunk bed, a sturdy table, or 2 sturdy chairs. Then lie down underneath the bar and grab it with your hands a little wider than shoulder width apart, with your palms facing away from you. Next, keep your body straight like a plank, and place your heels on the ground. Now pull your chest up toward the bar by bending your arms and squeezing your shoulder blades together. When your chest gets close to the bar, hold for a moment. Then slowly lower yourself back down until your arms are straight again. Don't let your hips sag or pike up. Maintain that straight line throughout. Don't rush the lowering phase. The eccentric portion builds significant strength. The more upright your body, the easier the exercise. Start nearly vertical and gradually work toward horizontal as you get stronger. If you have shoulder issues, use a wider grip and don't pull quite as high. Aim for 8 to 12 controlled repetitions. Squatting was humanity's natural resting position for thousands of years. Hunter-gatherer groups such as the Sand People have used deep squatting as a natural resting and working position for generations. This position maintained hip mobility, leg strength, and core stability throughout their lives. The third movement we'll talk about is the goblet squat. This is arguably the safest and most effective way to build lower body strength after 50. The front-loaded weight naturally encourages proper posture and prevents the forward lean that causes back problems in traditional squats. It builds strength in your quadriceps, glutes, hamstrings, and core, while improving ankle and hip mobility. Studies show that movements like squats play a key role in maintaining lower limb strength. As we age and muscle mass declines, squats help counteract losses from age-related sarcopenia by promoting muscle growth and neuromuscular activation, directly improving muscle size and function. This is the proper way to perform this. Hold a dumbbell, kettlebell, or even a gallon of water against your chest with both hands. You can also start with just your body weight or a light object. Now, stand with feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly turned out. Keep your chest up and core braced. Lower by pushing your hips back and bending your knees until your hips are at or below knee level. Drive through your heels to return to standing. Don't let your knees cave inward. Keep them tracking over your toes. Avoid lifting your heels off the ground, which indicates tight ankles. Don't round your back or let the weight pull you forward. If you can't go deep, work on mobility first. If ankle mobility is limited, place a small plate under your heels. Use a chair behind you as a depth guide initially. Focus on sitting back into the squat rather than just bending your knees. Our ancestors regularly carried heavy, awkward objects. Stones for building, logs for shelter, water vessels, and game from hunts. Early farming communities about 10,000 years ago, and traditional tribes worldwide carried heavy, uneven objects regularly, building the full body strength needed for survival without modern equipment. The fourth movement is called the stone carry. It effectively builds functional strength that translates directly to real-world activities. They develop crushing grip strength, bulletproof your core, and teach your body to stabilize under shifting loads. This type of training is superior to machine-based exercises because it forces multiple muscle groups to work together. Research shows that resistance training can slow the rate of aging-related declines in muscle mass, power, strength, and function in healthy older adults and those with chronic conditions. That means that with the healthier seniors, resistance training not only strengthens muscles and increases power, but also enhances mobility, everyday physical abilities, and cardiovascular health. Here's the right way to do this. Find a heavy, awkward object, a sandbag, large rock, water jug, or even a heavy backpack. Hug it tightly against your chest or carry it at your side. Keep your shoulders back, chest up, and core braced. Walk with purpose for 30 to 60 seconds, maintaining perfect posture throughout. Don't let the object pull you forward into a hunched position. Avoid holding your breath. Maintain steady breathing throughout. Don't grip so tightly that your forearms cramp. Find a sustainable hold, and never sacrifice posture for distance. If you're just starting, start with a lighter object like a gallon of water or a bag of books. Begin with 20 to 30 second carries and gradually increase duration. If you have back issues, use a weight vest or backpack to distribute the load. Focus on maintaining perfect posture rather than carrying maximum weight. The burpee as a formal exercise is a modern invention, but the general movement pattern, quickly getting down to the ground and then rising rapidly, reflects essential survival skills. Early Homo sapiens around 50,000 years ago often needed to quickly get up from the ground to escape predators or hunt. While they did not perform organized burpees, the ability to transition rapidly from the ground to standing was a crucial aspect of daily life in unpredictable natural environments. This fifth movement is the ultimate full-body exercise, working every major muscle group while providing intense cardiovascular conditioning. They build functional strength, explosive power, and mental toughness. For mature adults, modified burpees improve bone density, enhance coordination, and maintain the ability to get up from the ground quickly, a crucial skill for preventing serious injury from falls. The metabolic effect of burpees continues burning calories for hours, even after your workout, making them incredibly efficient for body composition changes. This is the proper way of doing burpees. Start standing, Squat down and place your hands on the floor. Step or jump your feet back into a plank position. Perform a push-up if you can. Step or jump your feet back to the squat position. Stand up and reach your arms overhead, adding a small jump if comfortable. Don't let your hips sag during the plank portion. Avoid slamming down into the push-up. Control the descent. Don't sacrifice form for speed. Keep your core engaged throughout the entire movement sequence. Step back instead of jumping back. Eliminate the push-up or do it on your knees. Step up instead of jumping up. Use a bench or step to reduce the range of motion. Start with 3 to 5 repetitions and build gradually. About 3 to 4 million years ago, hanging from branches was a daily necessity for our tree-dwelling ancestors like R and Australopithecus. Hanging and swinging helped them move and rest in trees. What's remarkable is that this ancient skill still exists today. The Hadza people of Tanzania regularly climb towering baobab trees to collect honey and fruit, maintaining exceptional grip strength and shoulder health. Dead hangs, the sixth in our list of movements, are one of the most therapeutic exercises you can do for your spine and shoulders. They decompress your vertebrae, improve shoulder mobility, and build grip strength that's directly linked to longevity. Studies show that grip strength is one of the best predictors of overall health and lifespan. For people who spend hours hunched over computers, dead hangs counteract forward head posture and rounded shoulders while strengthening the often neglected posterior chain muscles. Here's how you do this. Grab a pull-up bar with an overhand grip, hands about shoulder width apart. Hang with your arms fully extended, feet off the ground. Keep your shoulders slightly active, not completely relaxed, and breathe normally. Hold for as long as possible with a good form. Don't shrug your shoulders up to your ears, keep them slightly depressed. Avoid swinging or using momentum. Don't hold your breath, maintain steady breathing. Don't grip so tightly that you create unnecessary tension. Start by lightly touching your toes to the ground for support. Use a resistance band around your feet for assistance. Begin with 10 to 15-second holds and gradually increase. If you have shoulder issues, use a wider grip and don't hang as long initially. Walking with weight on your back was how our ancestors migrated across continents, carried supplies during hunts, and moved their possessions. Nomadic groups like the Paleo-Indians in the Americas 15,000 years ago, and ancient armies such as Roman legionaries 2,000 years ago, famously marched long distances carrying heavy packs. This built the endurance and strength needed for survival and conquest. And the seventh movement I'm going to show you today is rucking, the perfect low-impact exercise for building cardiovascular fitness, leg strength, and mental toughness. It burns significantly more calories than regular walking, while being much easier on your joints than running. And research shows it improves posture and strengthens the posterior chain. The weight-bearing nature improves bone density and builds functional strength that translates to everyday activities, creating the kind of endurance that keeps you active and independent as you age. Here's how to do it properly. Use a sturdy backpack loaded with 10 to 20% of your body weight. Distribute the weight evenly and position the pack high on your back. Maintain upright posture with shoulders back and core engaged. Start with 15 to 20 minutes at a comfortable pace on flat terrain. Don't start with too much weight. This leads to poor posture and potential injury. Avoid letting the pack bounce or sway excessively. Don't lean forward to compensate for the weight. Keep your normal walking stride rather than taking overly long steps. If you're new to this movement, it's okay to start with just 5 to 10% of your body weight. Begin with 10 to 15-minute walks on flat surfaces. Use a weight vest instead of a backpack if you have balance concerns. Gradually increase duration before adding more weight. Now that you've learned these 7 ancient movements, here's exactly how to put them into practice with a progressive 12-week system. We're going to work through 3 phases over the next 3 months. Starting slow, building strength, and then hitting your peak. You'll be training just 3 days a week, say Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So you'll have plenty of recovery time in between. This first month is all about form. Don't rush. Focus on getting each movement right so your body learns the pattern before we add more intensity. Here's how the workout looks. Bear crawl, go for 10 to 15 seconds. Keep your knees low, move slow and steady, then rest for a minute. Australian pull-ups, 5 to 8 reps. Keep your body almost upright and squeeze those shoulder blades together. Rest for a minute. Goblet squats, 8 to 10 reps with just body weight or something light. Sit back into your hips, keep your chest tall. Rest for a minute. Stone carry, grab something light like a water jug. Walk for 20 to 30 seconds, keeping your posture tall. Rest for a minute. Burpees, 3 to 5 reps. Step back, step forward. Nice and controlled. Rest foe. R a minute and a half. Dead hang. Hang for 10 to 15 seconds with toes lightly on the ground. Breathe naturally, rest for a minute. Rucking. 10 to 15 minutes walking with 5 to 10% of your body weight, flat ground only. These sessions take about 15 to 20 minutes. The goal here? Consistency over intensity. In your second month where your body's adapted, it's time to push things up a notch. Your workouts will last about 20 to 25 minutes now. Bear crawl, 20 to 30 seconds. Knees a little higher, pace a little faster. Rest for 45 seconds. Australian pull-ups, 8 to 12 reps, body more horizontal. Full range of motion, rest for 45 seconds. Goblet squats, 10 to 15 reps with light weight. Go deeper if you can. Rest for 45 seconds. Stone carry, 30 to 45 seconds with moderate weight. Walk like you mean it. Rest for 45 seconds. Standard burpees, 5 to 8 reps, add a jump back if you're ready. Keep your form sharp. Rest for 75 seconds. Dead hang at 15 to 25 seconds, minimal toe support. Keep shoulders active, rest for 45 seconds. Rucking, 15 to 20 minutes, now carrying 10 to 15% of your body weight. Add gentle hills. By the end of this phase, you'll feel stronger, more coordinated, and more in control. Now that you've built your foundation, we're going to see what your body can really do. Workouts will be about 25 to 30 minutes. Bear crawl, 30 to 45 seconds, full height, faster pace. Rest 30 seconds. Australian pull-ups, 12 to 15 reps, almost horizontal. Explode up, control the way down. Rest 30 seconds. Goblet squats, 15 to 20 reps, moderate to heavy weight. Full depth, drive up with power. Rest 30 seconds. Stone carry, 45 to 60 seconds with a challenging weight. Test your grip and core, rest 30 seconds. Full burpees, 8 to 12 reps with a jump at the top. Explosive and clean. Rest a minute. Dead hang, 25 to 40 seconds, full hang, no toes touching. Rest 30 seconds. Rucking, 20 to 25 minutes with 15 to 20% of your body weight, over hills and varied terrain. By the end of this month, you won't just feel stronger. You'll have the kind of functional strength and endurance our ancestors lived by. These 7 ancient movements represent thousands of years of human movement evolution. They're not just exercises. They're the foundation patterns that kept our ancestors strong, capable, and resilient throughout their entire lives. The beauty of these movements is their simplicity and scalability. You don't need a gym membership, expensive equipment, or complicated programs. You just need consistency and the willingness to move the way your body was designed to move. Which of these 7 movements challenges you the most? Share in the comments below what you discovered about your current strength and mobility. I read every comment and love hearing about your progress with these ancient patterns. If you found these time-tested strength builders helpful for staying strong and capable after 50, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. Just click the subscribe button below.